Howdy, y'all. It is me, Jay Soldier Pro, once again, and yo, welcome back to another 4B4T episode. So you're probably wondering, Jay, why on earth are we looking at why are we looking at the IP import? So basically, I'll go into more detail later on in the video, but just a really quick heads up, because I figured I should probably mention this, because if you don't know this, and like, basically, if you don't know this, then you're probably, and you're trying to, play on the server, then you're probably like, how on earth are you able to make a 4B4T episode, right? But anyways, the reasoning is the IP changed. I would say the IP import to the server, but the port is still the default port. So, in other words, you change the IP to the server and not the port. So now the IP is 4B4T.online, the port is 19132, and now that's the port to the server. Once again, I'll talk more about the server and like why it was offline and stuff later on in the video, but I just want to go ahead and let y'all know about this. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's get started with the episode, shall we? Howdy, y'all. It is me, Jay Soldier Pro. Oh, wait, you know what? I already did the intro. What am I doing? But anyways, welcome back to another 4B4T episode. I figured I would go ahead and show this off in this video. So, you probably noticed how I have 7,000 experience levels, and you're probably like, Jay, what did you do this time, right? All I'm going to say is it involves 32Ks and it involves this very majestic, very beautiful grindstone. So, if you want to get a lot of experience levels, this is my recommendation. One, you should probably set up a machine like this. I have this set up. And basically, it's nothing too fancy. It's just a lever, and then you have some redstone. The redstone will activate a torch. It's set up to a comparator clock. So basically, while this lever is pulled down, this dropper is dispensing items as fast as possible, basically. And I have the hopper right here in order to unload the shulker. So if we go ahead and we do that, as you can see. Excuse me? Hopper, dropper, hopper, dropper, dropper, helicopter. Yes, okay. Server, are you logging? Does the hopper not want to work for whatever reason? Let's replace the hopper. Let's see if that works. Yes. Are you working? Okay, forget that idea. We're not going to use it because, for whatever reason, the server does not want hoppers to work. That's weird. I made a thing which requires hoppers earlier, and it was working fine. So, maybe the fact that I'm using proxy has something to do with it? Buddy, I have no idea. Why am I trying to act like I understand this? I don't. Anyways, you gotta get a bunch of 32Ks. Now, if you're wondering, Jay, how do I get 32Ks? I know you need hacks, and I don't know, though, what hacks you really need. You're probably like, well, Jay, if you don't know how to get 32Ks, then how do you have 32Ks? I have 32Ks because some people have been kind enough to give me 32K stuff. I myself do not know the process in which you have to go through in order to get 32Ks. However, with 32Ks, simply go into a grindstone and do this. Yes. And just rack in the experience. Rack it in. Rack in all the levels you could ever desire. Now, it doesn't look as impressive at this, when you have this many levels, but trust me, if you're wanting experience levels really quick and you have some 32Ks just laying around, this is how you rack in the experience. This is how. Okay, before this I was using experience bottles. It took like a stack or so to get to like 18 experience levels or so. And now, yeah. It's pretty interesting, okay? It's a pretty interesting thing. There isn't much more to really say to it. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So now I just put the axes back. Now you don't, of course, have to do this process. You can, of course, just get rid of the axes once you're done, disenchanting them. But yeah, and also if you're wondering, Jay, why do you even need 32k? I mean, why do you need 7,000 experience levels? The answer is very simple. Why would I not need 7,000 experience levels? It's that simple, guys, okay? It's that simple. I mean, as long as I don't die, I should, realistically speaking, not run out of experience levels. Now, if I do die, that's a different story, which, considering my history in Minecraft, I'll probably die within a week or two, but, we don't have to think about the future quite like that, right? But anyways, here we go. As you can see, I've been decently busy with the axes, and I've also gone and I have worked my hardest when it comes to sorting these things, like sorting all these different items. So I think it was like over here last time, and now I've done some of these and some of these. So kind of cool. So yeah, not a whole lot to really say about all that, but if I come over here, that I can actually show off the new thing that I built, because I did build something new. I just finished this less than an hour ago, but it's basically a garbage dump. So if I come into here, I can drop whatever items I really want to in here, and like any of these chests or anything, and they will be dropped. Now, for whatever reason, hoppers aren't working right now. They were working fine, and then I left the game, and now they're not working. They were working before, they had no difficulty, but as soon as I record, now they struggle. Don't know if that's a bug or what, but it's weird, okay? So I guess you won't work for the camera then. I'm not recording. You work slow, but you still work. I record, and you're lazy as hell, and you don't even work. Good to know. Good to know, machine. Good to know. We've only known each other for a few hours, buddy, and you're already lazy, buddy. I don't know what to say to this machine, guys. We should also probably decide a name. Leave name suggestions in the comments for this lovely machine, this lovely artwork. Y'all. Okay. But anyways, I think I should go ahead and probably talk about what on earth even happened. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Before we talk about what actually, happened to the server, no idea why, but I completely forgot to mention this, I'm pretty sure, with episode 29. In case you were curious, I did build a thing down here, and I also think I removed the trapdoors. I put more ladders down right here, and I also removed the pressure plates. But anyways, there's this. So yeah, I hope to fill this up with different map art, but right now I only have these two pieces of map art. So I guess if you have map art and you want me to show it, I guess give it to me on 4B4T, and I'll probably add it. But anyways, that's about all to really say. Nothing down here has changed besides that. But anyways, with all that said, I think I should go ahead and probably talk about what on earth even happened to 4B4T. So, what exactly happened to 4B4T? So, in order to really discuss this, I'm going to kind of have to do like two parts to this, and not only that, but I also need to go and talk about why on earth this video has been so delayed after this. So, Anyways, I don't want to make this video go over 20 minutes, preferably, so I'm going to try to keep this relatively short. So, let's go ahead and let's do this. So, what happened to 4B4T? So, first things first, this all goes back to episode 29. So, right after episode 29, relatively shortly after that, like literally a few days after the episode, I went to Walt Disney World and I was on a break. During this break, two significant things happened, if my memory is correct. One, 1.12 came out, and two, the second big thing, 2B2TBE came out. Now, why are these important? Well, 1.12 is important because even though 2P2E updated and other servers did as well, 4B4T did not update. I'm not really sure as to why, but 4B4T just never did, so that's lovely. That is until recently, but I'll get to that later. But at this point, it had not updated like the other servers. And 2B2TBE had been officially released, which that was kind of cool. So, neat. Now, why am I even mentioning 2B2TBE in a 4B4T episode? Well, I've already mentioned this, I think, in at least one video now, possibly even two, maybe even three at this point. I think at least one or two. I don't think three, but God only knows at this point. But Legit is actually, Legit is one of what I like to call one of the co-owners of 2B2TBE. And this is significant because at least at this time, Legit was the owner of 4B4T. Now I say he was at this point because currently I'm not actually sure who on God's green earth is actually the owner of the server, which you might be kind of confused by that, but once again, I'll get to that in just a minute. So, what exactly happened? So, basically, Legit, basically, you had Disney World, that all went by. Then you had 2B2E week. I don't really remember anything specifically going on during the 2B2E week. That might have been when Legit pointed out, Legit either pointed out during the 2B2E week or he pointed it out during the 2B2TBE week. He pointed out during one of those weeks that the server was available for anybody who wanted to buy it for, I believe it was like $15, which was kind of a warning sign, I suppose, that, yeah, things weren't going the best. So then, I guess nobody took his offer for it because then he made an auction for the server on 4B4T Discord. And yeah, basically people could basically just put into an auction channel on the 4B4T Discord how much they would pay for the server, and then I guess the idea was the person who put the highest amount would get the server. Now, the problem with this is I don't know whatever came of it. I was expecting to see a message like, oh, ownership has been transferred to so-and-so, goodbye 4B4T, or something like that. But to my knowledge, nothing like that ever came. Also, it hasn't really seemed like Legit has exactly left 4B4T either, which I was kind of thinking he might if he transferred ownership, but I don't know. I really do not know at this point. So, who owns 4B4T currently? I think Legit still does, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you with 100% certainty who even does right now. So, yeah, that's kind of a weird ending. On the bright side, it's updated to 1.12, so there's that. And once again, the IP has changed, and yeah. So things are back to hopefully relatively normal for 4B4T, but yeah, that was kind of insane. Now to talk about, Jay, why have you, what happened with you when uploading on the server? So I'm just going to talk about this extremely briefly, but basically, the week that I went to Disney World, that was supposed to be a 2P2E week. So then the 2P2E week, that got pushed back by a week, obviously, because of that. So then that occurred, and then the week after that, instead of being a 4B4T week, I decided it would be a 2B2TBE week because I had recently done a poll. I'd recently done 3 polls in one of my recent videos at that time, and one of the polls happened to be asking, should I join 2B2TBE? The large majority of people actually said yes, so I decided to go ahead and make a week completely dedicated to 2B2TBE like I do with 2B2T, like I do with 2P2E and 4B4T currently. Oh boy, breath. and then finally we're at 4B4T week this week, and also last week, but you're probably wondering, Jay, why are you just now uploading this? So, if you care about 2P2E, you might have noticed, I upload that episode on a Monday instead of a Sunday or a Saturday like I normally do. That's because I was busy. In this case, it's actually the exact same. In fact, as I am recording this, it is like 10 o'clock at night. But anyways, severe long story short, as to why on earth this episode is out so much later, my AC upstairs, my air conditioning, it has been out for the past 2 weeks. There have been 2 failed attempts to fix it. Now, one attempt, it stayed cool for like 12 hours, and then it went back to just hot. And when I say hot, I mean it's gone up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit up there. Celsius, I think that converts to around 32.3 degrees Celsius or so, though I don't know off the top of my head. I'll probably put a text box in the video that basically shares the actual conversion. But anyways, yeah. So because of that, basically I've been living downstairs, also had to move Gatsby's litter box and everything downstairs, so yeah, basically been downstairs. And then today, and also I know I said 2 failed attempts, so first attempt barely worked, and when I say barely, I mean for 12 hours. Second attempt didn't work at all. So some AC people, they came over today to fix the air conditioning, and it actually freaking worked, thank God. And I say thank God because it's gone up to 90 degrees up there, and now it's nice and cool, which is lovely because I don't want to feel like I'm in a sauna in my own house. That's not a good feeling. I don't want my house to feel like Florida. No offense to Florida. I love you, Florida, in terms of you being a great stay and all, but during the summertime, you're humid and you are hot and you are crazy. Still, really nice day. Recommend going there if you haven't already, and if you can. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching. If y'all have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe, comment. Overall, just have a great day, and I hope to see you all next time. Alright, bye!